Phones. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. And so, how do you stop your phone from ruining your productivity? That's what this video is about. By the way, my name is David. I'm an honors psychology student at UBC, and I try to find intersections between psychology and technology. My past was as a professional interneter, and so I try to blend these things together. So the first thing I do that I think a lot of people are on board with now, but not everybody is to just not use badges for the apps on my phone. You can turn those off pretty easily in settings. I won't go how to do that. You can look that up really quick if you want to do it, but it makes it so that I don't know how many emails and messages and stuff I have at any given time. You can find that information out really easily by just clicking on it, but I find the badges are just it's too much. It really makes it less stressful though. Again, you can get that information pretty easily, like one more touch in most cases, and you don't want that information bombarding you when you're trying to live the rest of your life, when you don't need that information. You don't want a little bit of your brain being sucked away by, there's 99 things waiting for me, of which 3 are really like actual things you need to attend to. Second thing I do that really helps me is keeping my phone in the foyer. Now, I don't have an actual foyer, I just like the sound of the word, and that's the way I heard it phrased to me first. I have a hallway here. What I actually do is I keep it far away from wherever I'm trying to work. The idea being that if you can see your phone, we have such an association with checking our phone now that we'll probably have a little bit of ourselves distracted by just having it within our visual field or even relatively close by. So I keep it as far away from where I am in the house as possible when I'm not trying to use it, like when I'm trying to work or just hang out with people. And so if you have a foyer in your home, you could put it there, or otherwise just way out of sight, in a drawer somewhere, ideally. The last thing I do is I make use of the focus modes on the Apple ecosystem. I would suggest put your phone on Do Not Disturb or something equivalent to that when you're hanging out with people or when you're trying to get work done. It's my default. It silences all of my text messages and all of my calls, but it has an exception for whoever I've added to my favorites list. And the people that I add to my favorites list are my close family, my close friends, and close collaborators. That way, if anybody who is within that category of people in my life really needs to get a hold of me urgently and they call me on the phone rather than text me, the phone call will come through. Because when I'm doing deep work, unless it's a specific type of session where I really need to not be interrupted, I would be okay with people reaching out to me if there's something really urgent. But I would rather not get text messages, and certainly I would rather not get random calls from all of those spam callers that happen these days. And so Do Not Disturb strikes a good balance for that. One other thing that I also just take for granted, so I'm not really including it in the official list, is I don't get notifications about emails on my phone. I think of email as something that's desktop first, and even then I only check my email at set times throughout the day, which is a luxury. Not every job will allow that, but in my current context, it is doable. It's not that I can't access my email on my phone. I have the apps and I'm logged in and everything. There's just no notifications coming in. So maybe some of that will be useful to you. Maybe one of these things could be something that you might try. I hope this video doesn't come across as preachy. That's not what I'm going for. If you use other ways of handling your notifications and it works for you, then there's no problem at all with that, right? There's no good and bad inherently with how you use your settings. These are just the settings that I've found that work best for me to help me navigate getting what I want out of my phone without getting distracted, and it lines up with the way that I particularly like to work. And so if you are similar to me in terms of how you like to work, then some of these things or all of these things could be helpful to you if you're not already adopting them. Certainly experiment with them if you're considering them. See how you feel with and without it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like the video if you liked it, and if you're new here, do subscribe if you want to see more things about tech and psychology, intersections, and ways that our technology can really mess with our mind or help our mind, and do both, sometimes in the same device. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.